Welcome back to the Learning Curve podcast with Darcy and Lauren.
Hello.
And today we're here with Yuan.
Hi, Yuan.
Hey, yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Yuan.
Yes. So my name is Yuan Zhang, and I'm currently working at a company called Liberty IT as an associate software engineer.
Where do you work for?
Just saying first, Lauren. We were calling before, and then and besides work, I'm the current chair at BCS Northern Ireland chapters, and also organizers at communities such as Belfast Island, Women Tech Makers Belfast, and also Google Developer Groups Belfast.
What do you not do? You don't have to do. When you list it off, I get a wee bit scared. I'm like, oh God, what do you do in your spare time? Like, we're gonna go out drinking, and then you do all this. Oh my God. Wait, what did you study at uni?
Well, I study computer science at Allstate
Yeah.
University.
Yeah.
But before that, I actually studied something else.
Finance, wasn't it?
No, I used to do business economics.
Oh, business economics.
Yeah. And somehow after I got married and moved to here, and then it was during COVID time actually, and then I tried to look for a job, but I couldn't find anything. There was
Yeah.
actually zero. And then so at the time I was talking to my husband about this, and then he was like, why not go back to uni to study something you like? And I was like, yeah, why not? So that's how I get into tech, honestly.
That's so cool. Like, did you know what you were doing before you got into it? Like, had you coded before or?
Nope, absolutely not. I don't know anything about tech before I started, and in fact, at that time, I was also considering other course. Also, I was thinking about game design also, and also interactive design. Yeah, but luckily, I went for the computer science route.
Yeah, that's so cool. No, I was the same. I had no interest in coding. Cause did you have any interest either when you did?
I did, but I did it for my leaving cert.
Oh, you see, yeah. I did it because it was highest paying jobs. But I said about that.
And now look at us.
Now look at us, final
No
year.
graduate jobs.
Graduate. Liberty actually. Hire us.
Please.
And that's a little snip of it, done.
Take a chance on me.
Take a chance on me. What was the hardest thing about going from? Because you obviously went from final year to.
Yeah.
Well, no, you had your placement.
Yeah.
At Liberty.
Yeah.
And then you went final year. How was that transition from placement to final year and then back into the job? How did you find all that?
It was very smooth, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's I moved back to the unit that I used to work at.
Oh, yeah.
So it was very smooth for me, and also it was when I was in my first year, because I got a scholarship from them.
Yeah.
And then so I worked there for 8 weeks. So yeah, everything was just very smooth. And then, but I also think it's also about the unit and how well the L&D side, how they cater about everything like that to make the transition very smooth for students.
Yeah. No, I think one thing about Ewan is that you have all the skills of a really good software engineer, but at the same time you have the personality that you need to work with. You know what I mean? Some people could just be sitting at their desk like that. Not name names here.
This sounds like I slipped you 20 quid before, be say something nice about me.
Yeah. No, but literally, and people just have no laughs to be sitting in I don't know, the areas and just sitting on their phone. But you're the active and you're always doing something. I feel that's what makes you so you're just such a people person, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to ask me questions?
What skills or experiences from university helped you most when you were starting your role?
Oh, I would definitely say I'm not going to mention too much about the technical skill because that is the base, that's the foundation about it. But what is different is that also university, I did learn a lot about how communicate with others and also work with others. I believe that, when we're in first year, second year, and also final year, we're in a lot of some course assignments that you have to work as a team.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then sometimes you got put into teams with people that you might not know before, might not chat before, But that is a really good experience because you get the chance to actually collaborating with folks that you never know before, and then probably they had different personality, different ways of working, and those experiences actually did help me a lot to how to work with people. And another thing is that also university, because I used to be the chair also University Computing Society, through those experience in also university is that you get a chance to do more about it. You get a chance to plan about things, what I'm saying, how to manage a certain community and then how to grow it. Think about the marketing side, etc., something like that. And they're very helpful. And then there's a lot of transferable skill that you develop during those periods.
I definitely think it's one of those things where you're we could definitely we need this here, we need that. And then when you do, you're oh my God, well done, go me, who the hell am I? No, it's so good, you do so much as well, and I feel like you speak to people, you can just speak to anyone now, when you start doing it and you're so scared about it, but then you're like completely fine now. You can just talk to anyone.
Yeah, I think it's just sometimes it's like we put too much thing in our head, like to worry about X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
right? But maybe like think about this though. Maybe like a few years ago, you look back yourself like a few years ago. Maybe
Yeah.
you in some scenario you'll be like, oh, I was worrying a lot. But
Yeah.
now when you think about it, is it worth it? No.
Literally
Was I
not.
overthinking? Yes. So yeah.
And I think it's so good as well. Like I was talking about, like having that in like this like kind of like industry, because there's a lot of shy people. There's a lot of like not shy people. Don't call that out. There's a lot of like what's the word? Introverted people, and like they need those like extroverted people to kind of
Yeah.
bring it out, even if you know different sides. But okay, moving on. Moving on. We get into this. Oh, so can you tell us about like your day-to-day role now as associate software engineer and like. Wait,
Yeah.
did you go to a software engineer? Or are you still associate?
No, associate.
I was gonna say,
associate
did I
at
get
the
that wrong?
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what kind of like what are you doing at the minute? Like what technology do you use? Tell
Yeah.
us about it all.
Yep. So I'm currently working in a team called Chatty My Chatface,
Yeah.
and then so what we do is that we build chatbots.
Yeah.
And we use like Amazon Lex there to build our chatbot with, and then there's a lot of other service that we use. And my day to day is probably very similar to everyone else. You know, it's basically like I wake up. I
Well,
need
11?
to have a massive coffee. You know, I really need like a pint glass coffee a day,
Yeah.
and then to start my day. And then usually in the morning, I just go through some email first to see
Yeah.
anything that I need to catch up or anything I miss or something like that. Keep everything up to date, and then go through the tickets, everything like that.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon time, that I will have like our team stand up because our PO is in the state.
Yeah.
And then so the time zones are a little bit different. So we had a stand up in the afternoon time. But one strange thing that I'm currently doing right now is that I don't really I don't eat lunch usually.
You don't? No.
Yeah, it's not a habit of me. No, I never eat much for lunch. And then
Oh,
so what I
skinny
do, so what I do like in the lunchtime, I found one thing that it was very useful because when you're having a long day, you know, it can be very exhausted sometimes.
Yeah.
So in the lunchtime, I like to go to the gym because the gym is literally next door.
Yeah.
And then I go to the gym for like my lunch gym session. That's it. And sometimes do
God.
Pilates a day. Yeah,
There you
it feels really
go.
nice.
That's so good of you. I literally all I do is eat. Like go to start the day. I like wake up at like 11, have like 5 lunches, and then you're at the gym doing a full-time job. Football, good for you. Let me think. Wait, do you want to ask what like piece of advice would we give to students like going from like looking for jobs? Yeah, this is good for us. Good for us, Mark. We try to switch it up.
How do you phrase that?
We're looking for jobs here.
Okay. What piece of advice do you give to students looking for jobs? Because
Yeah.
it's bad at the minute.
Yeah, I definitely do feel like the current market, you know, in general,
Yeah.
the hiring needs is definitely less than previous years, you know, and but that is a thing that all the company are still hiring, and then the advice I would get is that it depends on are you looking for placement job or graduate job,
Yeah.
but both of them is literally like just go for anything that you think is right for you. But when you having a CV, usually you need to submit a CV, right? So you have a generic version of it, but for each company, you might need to tweak a little
Yeah.
bit to match with the criteria because on the job application, they usually would say like what they're looking for, you know?
Yeah.
But we can think it's like, you know, in university, we work on an assignment, there's a rubric.
Yeah.
It's literally that is a rubric. So how you gonna make your CV stand out that
Yeah.
actually like reflecting that you met all those
Criteria.
criteria
Yeah.
or or what they're looking for,
Yeah.
etc. Something like that. That will help you a lot. But afterward, depends on company. You probably have technical interview, etc. Something like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of time that folks might focus on the communication skill and
Mm-hmm.
the team working skill, and that is a part that I think folks can be like how to put this way, get yourself out there to gain more experience about like communication and team exercise or team building, etc.
Yeah.
Something like that. Work on those skills, and that it will really help when you're looking for jobs.
Yeah. No, I find like I don't know, if you didn't get a job from your placement, I find it like it's like kind of thrown out now in the wild. You're like, oh, okay, go get a grad. I don't know. I find it so like. It's not even. It's just because I feel like people have got their jobs from placement, so it's kind of making you feel a lot more pressure.
I got rejected from like the place I had placement.
Oh, they
Just
no.
throwing that in
You didn't
there.
need them. You just better
Yeah,
option.
there's a
You
lot
know.
of places out there, you know, and cheeky plug Liberty IT. Yeah. Yeah, but
Friday
there are a lot of
interview.
places. Yeah, there are a lot of places out there, but definitely like chat with the folks maybe that who done placement at those company before, maybe has some classmates work at those company before for
Yeah.
placement.
So who
Ask
you
them,
know, not
you
what
know,
you know
like
sometimes,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like ask them about like what's your advice, you know what I'm saying? How is your experience? And then you can see like is this the right place for me? But definitely do apply a lot,
Yeah.
you know, and then we can be pick and choose at the end.
Yeah, no, that's good advice. No, I really need to like lock in. Let's talk about the hackathon now.
Ooh.
So tell us all about the hackathon and like why you want to do it.
Yeah, so like we're currently organizing the hackathon. It's called like Northern Ireland Women in STEM Hackathon.
Yeah.
It's targeted for the university students in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And I think the point of this hackathon is basically like we're trying to like do some cross university collaboration to actually like get more exposure to this community. And then because currently this year's theme is like a breeder pattern.
Yeah.
That's what we are going for the hackathon theme. And there's still some certain bias that prohibit women's progressions in
Yeah.
the STEM subject or even in career field
Yeah.
like that. We were there early in the Women Tech Makers Belfast launch party in the panel there, and the folks were talking about their experience. And honestly, I was still shocked because there are a lot of bias. So why not we have a hackathon that actually like try to identify those patterns
Yeah.
and then figure out a solution, how to break it. You know what I'm saying? Build what's next,
How can
etc.
we help women get the same?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There was one of them, wasn't it, as well? Like when you're applying for the job, the way it's worded is more directed to men. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying
Oh,
that?
I can't remember that one.
I think that Janine was on about this. The woman who also does the conference, she was saying, so imagine I got wrong, just said it so. It's like when you apply for jobs, the way they word it is more directed to like men applying. So I don't know how exact. It's some word or some.
Yeah, it
software
could
that
be
can-
some certain words, certain vocabulary they're using
Yeah.
in the application or
Process
something like
is for
that.
men.
So it's not
Yeah.
really using words, it's more gender neutral.
Yeah.
Something like that. But I think definitely company are getting better and better over
Yeah.
time, you know. And but there are still certain bias, and this hackathon is just basically let's try to identify those patterns. You know, we are
Yeah.
not pointing fingers, we're not blaming anyone,
Yeah.
you know, but it's more like let's figure out some solution about it,
Yeah,
and also
exactly.
give the students it's like an opportunity to show skill also to
Mm-hmm.
work with people that they might not work with before, because no matter what, this hackathon when you've done it afterward you can add this into your CV, you know,
Yeah.
in interview process, instead of saying something like, oh, I'm interested in JavaScript, I'm interested in Python or something like that. This is something concrete because you've done it.
Yeah,
There's proof,
I've
there's
done-
actual proof
yeah.
are there.
And it's also breaking a big pattern.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like for me, I know there's like issues and stuff where like obviously we need to break the pattern, but like
Yeah.
this is like what are like I actually want to know what they like. I need to knuckle down and find them out. So I'm excited. So tell us, where is this? Where is it happening? What time? What do I wear? Go.
Yeah. So the day it will be on the 11th of April, which
Yeah.
is a Saturday,
Yeah.
and then it will be 9 to 5 at the Allstate Belfast office, which
Yeah.
is close to Lanyon Place Station. So
Yeah.
handy, like if you are taking the train, it's
Yeah.
literally just like next door.
Yeah.
And it's free, and then there will be catering, and then there will be mentors there on the day also to help
Yeah.
you out if you need anything.
Yeah.
And then so we do have a lot of prizes.
A lot.
Yeah, and then
Companies
for
were generous.
yeah, generous, and what else about that is that for the prize we are not doing something like a first, second,
Yeah.
or third, but let's try different category. Let's try it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
talk about like best technical solution. You know,
Yeah.
most impact. You know what I'm saying, like that, etc. Like
Yeah, I
overall
think
type
that's
like that.
so much better than saying 1, 2, 3 because like,
Yeah.
you can literally like everyone's done something good like by being there as well. So
Yeah,
it's nice, and then you're
absolutely.
doing your spot prizes. So
Yeah.
like you know, good Instagram story or you know, I love that one. So like, tell us like how like what skills do you think you've used to like kind of organize this? Like obviously communication,
Yeah.
you know, like it's about who you know sometimes, having those networks. Like what's like the biggest challenge for you? People replying.
Oh, you mean like organizing this?
Yeah, like what's the biggest challenge?
I don't know. Honestly, it's very smooth everything. Like
Until the
like we
day.
reach out like to like different women in STEM societies in Queens and also in both campus, also university.
And like
and then-
Magee Women and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And everything was just so smooth. And then when we are reaching out to corporate, you know, for some sponsorship regarding to the
Yeah.
price, etc., something like that, and that everything's so smooth, and companies are really like being very generous, and then to support this this initiative. And yeah, honestly, don't know what is the difficult part about it. It was just very smooth.
It was very smooth.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, I feel like it's a good like thing and theme, and everyone's really happy to support it. Especially, I feel like the tech, like, what's the word? The tech ecosystem is a thing they say. I hate saying that. I'm gonna like vomit now. That's what they said. They were the tech ecosystem in Belfast is very like, it's very like small, and everyone's so like helpful and like provides people. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and people are really nice, you know. It's like I remember when I was starting, you know, as like trying to get into the organizing field. I don't know anyone there, you know. I don't know anyone. But one thing that I know is that, and also it's true, is that people are being actually supported. You know, when you have any idea, you're looking for some certain direction or you need some support or something like that, just reach out. You know, people are always there to help you.
What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Rejection therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh no, literally, if I didn't join like the women in tech, like or women tech maker, oh, I just said it wrong. There's just so many. If I didn't join it, I would have been like, it was just like, whoa, where all of a sudden there's all these people around you, be like, do you need a graduate job?
Yeah, but you're in the team, like, people are really chill at there. Yeah, everybody's just so friendly, you know?
And they have so many skills as well, you learn from them so easy.
Yeah.
And they're literally willing to help you in any way possible. It's so good. And, like, I love the fact that anyone, you just go up to anyone, like, can you be my mentor? And they're like, yeah. Who would you say is your, like, who would you want to be your mentor? Or who do you look up to?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a tough question, you know?
Because I look up to you.
Yeah, I would say, like, I would say for some certain specific thing, I do look up to some specific folks.
Yeah.
Like, there was one person who helped me a lot that I would say, like, there's actually a lot of people who helped me during the journey, you know? Like, my lecturer, Jonathan Wallace, you know, who also, like, working in also university. I mean, like, he had been very supportive when he knew that I was trying to do some more public speaking. He gave me some opportunity to do that, but when every time that need some X, Y, and Z support like that, he's always there to support the students that they are. It's like, it's not talk the talk, but actually walk the walk, you know, which is like we look up to. And also it's like we had Art from Facet Lab, and then who had done lots of community works in Northern Ireland for the tech community scene, which I really look up to. It's also because him that I got the chance to get into NIDC as a partnership lead in that conference, and I think from that moment things started to snowball, everything like that. I
know doors just open when you go and get the opportunity, you know, you find it. Let me see. So like, I'm trying to think the next one. What do you like, okay, this is a good one. What kind of, oh wait, do you want to say it? Sorry, I mean, sometimes I realise I talk so much. Like that one, I think is quite good. I know, I'm like, wait, that one's quite good, because you have a good line for this.
Okay. Wait.
What kind of impact?
What kind of impact do you hope participants take away from the event?
I really hope that the participant that will actually like get to know more about like maybe you know about like the participant know about X, Y, and Z pattern, right? But there's some other patterns there, you know, and then because we are also like targeted to the students who are in the STEM subjects, not everybody experiences the same thing because we're in different course also, you know, and I really hope that folks can take away something. It's like there can be more to be done, you know, but it takes a village, literally, to actually make some sort of impact, you know, but we need to know there are certain patterns that then we can address on it, to work on it, and I really hope that afterward folks can add on with those solutions. And but at least this is something that you've done, you know, you get a chance to network with folks, you work with people that you might not work with before, you know, at the end of it you still gain something, you know. It's a really good experience that you can add on your CV too.
I also think it's a really good event because for students especially, because if you were like first year, for example, and you know, you learn the basics, kind of what you need to know to get into second year, I wouldn't have thought like, oh, I'm going to do a hackathon, like I'm so like dumb, you know what I mean?
But don't worry about that though. Don't worry about that at all though. I mean, like for hackathon, I generally personally I believe in hackathon. It really depends on how your communication skill, your team working skill, and also your ideas. They're really important because at the end of all, you need to present a presentation that they let's be honest, 9 to 5, okay? Like, sure, there's some hackathon, they're doing a full weekend, 24 hours, which is more than a traditional way, but it's a little bit intense. Like, so for this hackathon, 9 to 5, right? And then if we're talking about maybe you have one folks in the studying computer science or software engineering, right? And one folks studying design, etc., something like that. It's really hard that one day you have all the code perfectly done and white test or something like that. I mean, with nowadays general tools, etc., something, and it does help a lot, you know, to smoothen the process of building the technical solution. At least it's an MVP that you actually can demo at the end. But definitely, even your first year, never worry too much. Don't think about it too much. You know, presentation really matters at the end. I remember that in my first year, I actually went to a hackathon. It's called Hack the Hub, and then at that year, the theme it was data and AI, I think, and then I was partnered up with like some students from Allstate University too. And that hackathon was not like only for us, for university students. Most of the folks actually like for the folks already had the industry experience. But does it matter? It doesn't really matter. At the end, we did build out a prototype to do a like a Irish Sign Language interpreter app. And yeah, 1 second, you know. And then what happened? That is 4 students still studying at also university. And none of it matter, you know what I'm saying? Don't let your thinking like, oh, I'm a first year student, I can't do this. Everybody can do it.
It's like getting experience, you go along. It's not always about like getting the prize or whatever. It's like
it's experience. You learn a lot from it, and you develop a lot of skill along the journey too.
So tell us about like what kind of events did you host, or what kind of what kind of sessions did you have when you were the chair of the Computer Society in Belfast?
Yeah, I don't know. There was quite a lot of events.
Because you did a lot. Like I remember seeing that.
Yeah. You mean like the most proud of or something?
Yeah. What are you most proud of? What's like the event you're like, oh, goodness me, I'm good at this?
Oh gosh. The most proud of probably as a hackathon actually. It was a cybersecurity hackathon partnered up with IBM at the time, and that I would say that one is probably the most proud because that one is our team that the first time we organized a hackathon. You know, take the initiative to do a hackathon, and afterward we did. I mean, we do find out is that you know folks are using this experience, you know, like for their interview something like that, which is make everybody really happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that is the point. You learn something, you use it. You know what I'm saying? That should be added on your CV, and then I think that one's the most proud, I would say, because we were a really small society when I was joining. I think it was like 40 people. You know, it's just a very standard university society, and then it's like we don't really have at the time we don't have a lot of resource there. We're not talking about like a list of potential sponsors, speakers, or workshop hosts, etc. And you know what, organizing an event without them can be really tough. So basically at the time we go to basically all the tech events in Northern Ireland to try to build a network for ourselves and also for the computer society. And within 1 year, we literally transformed from like a 40 members, something like that, to over 250, become the largest society at also university. So, but it takes a lot of support from the community also because there are a lot of companies who are also like being very supported, like who I can think of. Like Allstate, Kano's, Liberty IT. There's so many companies that
get paid.
No, but it's like company they really do support event like this. You know, do support community for students like this, and that's how we also grow so fast.
It's really good having those like kind of. You need those like uni societies to really help you because like you get so much like you know going to these events and stuff and like you know women tech makers. You know, so you're taking over that I heard.
No, no. That's not my seat, not my spot. No, I heard you taking over, not you.
No, definitely not. Risha will. No, I definitely couldn't. But yeah, no. Tell us about like what do you enjoy about public speaking?
Oh, what do I enjoy public speaking?
Because you do a lot of public speaking.
It's probably I really like the concept of knowledge sharing because it's like we sometimes go to event to listen to people's talk, you know, sharing their experience, sharing their knowledge, whether it's soft skill, technical, etc., or personal journey, right? We always can gain some takeaways, and I always like feel like that's really awesome when folks can do it, you know. So I was like, why not? Why can't I do it? You know, so you just put yourself out there. But when you're on the stage and when you are sharing what you know, sharing your knowledge, afterward. You know, when folks afterward come up to you saying like how much they enjoyed it, it makes you feel like you done something with nice,
Yeah.
you know, and that's how I like it.
Yeah, and I always find like you don't have to be the most knowledgeable person, you don't have to be the smartest person, you just have to tell people about
Yeah.
something that you know kind of
Yeah.
and you're good at.
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody, also for everyone that who's listening, everyone has a lot to share. Everybody
Yeah.
knows something that others don't know.
Yeah.
You know, we all have our own way to see things, and then those unique way can form your own knowledge about that too.
Yeah, but it could be so nerve-wracking for the first time. What advice would you give someone doing their first talk?
Practice, just practice.
Really?
Practice, keep practice. I think for my first big public speaking talk, I practice it like I rehearse only for a month. To the point that I be like, if you suddenly show me a slide, I know what exactly to
That's
say.
so
It's like building your muscle
good.
memory. I don't recommend people keep doing something like that because that can be
Yeah.
very time consuming. But if you are like for first time or second time, you just want to make sure everything went perfect.
Yeah.
Do something like that. It is a bit hardcore, it is a bit exhausted, but it's worth it because more and more you will get used to be on the stage. You know, so
Yeah.
it feel less scary to you. And also another thing is that don't be afraid, you know?
Yeah, like who will like know what, like you're the one speaking, they're the one listening. Shh, don't listen. Do you know? I actually remember my first talk I did.
Yeah.
Was for what was it called? Caitlin.
Oh, Elevate and I.
Elevate
yeah.
and I. Oh my. Okay.
Oh, you were really good.
Oh,
you
do you
were
want
really
to
good at it.
do you want to hear about it? So that. Sorry. So that the day before, I was going out for
Yeah.
bottomless brunch with
Yeah.
bottomless drinks with my friends I hadn't seen in ages from uni. I used to live with, and I was like, oh yeah, can't wait. And I was like looking at my thing, and it was Caitlin sent me a message like, can't wait to see you tomorrow. And I went, tomorrow? What's tomorrow? I hadn't written anything. I hadn't done a PowerPoint.
Oh
I had
God.
nothing done, like nothing at all. And I was like, I'm not missing going out. I'm not missing going out. And I thought the thing tomorrow was at 11 a.m. It was at 4 p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
as well. So I also got the timings wrong. And I went out. I got so drunk. I was like, I'm gonna get drunk. Then it was like 4 p.m. when I was gonna do the talk, and I was gonna be 20 minutes from going up, and I was just gonna do like life as an intern, you know.
Yeah.
And then I still haven't had PowerPoints. I hadn't made a presentation. So when they were all speaking, I was making my presentation.
Oh my god.
No, by the way, folks, Lauren was really good, and if I remember correctly, there was a full room.
There's
Yeah,
what?
there was a full room when
Oh,
you were
yeah,
speaking. Yeah,
yeah.
that was really good actually. Yeah, you were natural.
No. But like, you know, there's those two examples of being prepared and being underprepared. I feel like you can do it. It depends on yourself, you know. But
Yeah, because everybody we are different. You know what I'm
you know,
saying?
type A, type B.
Yeah, it's like we all have our own different personality, different way that we work at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some folks just like that natural, you know. But for me, I personally do prefer like for
Yeah.
myself at least is that I prepare for things.
Yeah.
Because it's like on the stage. What if suddenly I forgot something like that? And also English was never my first language.
Exactly.
And now sometimes I'm a little bit afraid that what if I did mispronunciate some certain word or got the
Yeah.
meanings wrong, you know, and deliver the wrong meaning to
Yeah.
the audience.
Oh, exactly. That's
Yeah.
so smart. But no, I know. Never. I'll just not do that again. I know. We need to get Darcy to do her talk.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not doing the talk.
You
ever.
need to do it. Why? Do we like to talk?
Yeah, Women Tech Makers Belfast,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Or Women Tech. Do we
Yeah.
like them talk? They do it like every month, I think, or so. You gotta do it.
I wouldn't be fit for it.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, there's so many line and talk sessions, you know, like in Northern Ireland. I think there was one like in Women in Tech.
Yeah. Claire.
Northern Ireland, yes, and then they do like line and talk session. Especially they're really good for folks that probably you just want to try out public speaking,
Yeah.
you know, because for line and talk you don't need to have a massive presentation,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't need many slides because it's usually just like 5 to 15 minutes,
Yeah.
depends on what you feel, you know, and they're really great way to start to do public speaking
Yeah.
to just figure out is it your cup of tea or not even.
Yeah, and it's not like a
Yeah.
big conference talk. It's like not like there's, you know, a room full of people, but you know it's still like good and fun.
Yeah, it's, we have a supported
Yeah,
community
I
also right
know.
there. Yeah.
But if you didn't know, it's about Yuan. He is the LinkedIn king.
Oh come on.
He is the
You're
LinkedIn.
the LinkedIn queen.
No, he's
Yeah,
the LinkedIn
yeah.
Wait, it's the fact that he sends me how many reactions I get on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I
send him
know.
back.
I was like,
Because
that
we're
was
like
really
sending
cool.
each other like
Oh.
140. We're like, there's something about getting a good LinkedIn. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, we love it.
Yeah, because they're a really great platform to build out your personal brand. You know,
Yeah.
it's not only like for your own career progression, but treat it maybe like it's a platform idea. Because in the future, when you're organizing X, Y, and Z event,
Yeah.
that is a really good platform to post on. Even.
And people from like recruiters can reach out to you. Like people who like have like, do you want to do a talk here? Can reach out. So like I love it. And then people, you never know. You just can meet people, random people.
Yeah, absolutely. And like strong tips for folks though when you're listening, and if you're in especially when you're first year or second year. Create a LinkedIn account, and you don't have to post every day, okay? That's my recruiter's job, but anyway. And but what you can do is that every time when you're doing something interesting or something like that, just keep a social media present there. It really helps in the future, or like when you go to some events. And you can share some key takeaways afterward, because you know what? In the future, when you are maybe applying for a placement job or graduate job, right? When you're saying like you're really interested in the tech community, like you're really engaging, etc., and then but there's a thing though. Where's the proof? That is your proof.
That is your proof. You're getting out there.
You have actual proof there.
I know. One thing I was talking to like a recruiter about, she was saying like, oh, you go through all these people and like everyone seems so great, but then you like there's so many opportunities out there, but these people aren't finding these opportunities that are literally out there for you to go to, and like that's the initiative people need to take. Like you can do all your uni stuff, like all that, your placement, but like it's what you do around that is the most important thing. And you've got like a list that's like longer than anything, fucking longer than the Bible. It's like Jesus, you're going through it. You're like the Holy Lagoon Bible is like his like CS chair.
and sometimes hunting job. It can be tough. It can be very frustrating. I remember when I was doing when I graduated for my business economics degree, and afterward, I think I applied, I don't know, at least 100 jobs. At that time, also had some visa constraint for me also, so it was really hard for me to find a job. A lot of them, they'll be like, oh, the first part is passed, but afterward, got back to me, it's like, oh, we can't sponsor visa. And I was like,
no need to worry now.
Yeah.
You got married to someone from here. Sorry, Gary.
5 years now, just saying.
Divorce. Does it go if you get divorced?
I don't know.
He's like, someone else. Tinder. They said you can't have 2 husbands. You can have as many boyfriends as you want. That's my piece of advice.
I didn't say that, Gary, okay? I didn't say that.
Oh, bless Gary. No, but do you have any more questions?
Yeah, ask anything.
I have not been even speaking.
Do funny wee questions. Teach them
You
some
put me
life.
on the spot.
I can tell you what's my favorite pint.
What?
I can tell you what's my favorite pint.
Tell us, go.
Hey, Guinness. Definitely have to be
I
Guinness.
think I would say Beamish.
Yeah, they don't have many places to sell it in Belfast though. Not many
Well,
places sell Beamish.
Whites or Madden's not?
Yeah, but I don't live close to there.
Oh,
I don't live
okay.
close to there.
Where do you live?
East Belfast.
You get the glider off. What is your favourite place to go in Belfast?
Ooh, favorite place to go in Belfast? Oh, that's the top one. Probably Boombox.
Oh,
Yeah. Big fan of gay club. Then that's my favorite in Northern Ireland.
Is it Kremlin as well?
I don't know. I used to go to Kremlin a lot with my husband when we were dating at that time, but now it's more like Boombox.
Boombox is the place to go. I know. We're gonna go to Sundino's today. And No, I was gonna even say they need more tech events here in Derry. Like, not mention tech ties.
Yeah. It's really good conference though. Like when I saw like Allstate, he is the founder of Tech Ties, and it was it was hosted in Derry. It was the first one in Derry also, and what is really good about it is that you see like when he posts about like he wants to do something about it. He want to do a tech conference. Look at the comments, how many people are being supported, Sometimes you should be like, if you have an idea, just go for it, And then you will find a lot of people out there supported you. And then also one thing I really like about that conference is that 51% of the speakers, they're all female. And I was like, I also organize other conference, but sometimes it can be really tough to meet certain target because we're talking about we're separating into like you want to make sure that you have talks about AI, you have talks about cybersecurity, you have talks about design, etc., right? And it really depends on the number of submission also though, but it's also organizer's job to try to keep a event or even conference, keep it diverse, everything like that, because it's it does really influence a lot of folks out there, you know, when you see a lot of females there speaking, you know, maybe as you're a first year student and then you're a female and you'll be like, oh, okay, there's someone else already did a talk about that, I can do that too.
Literally.
You know, there's need to be set a role model, and hats off to him, you know. That's a really good conference.
I know, I always find, like, even the conference, you know, the other week for women tech makers, I find, like, even Liz, I'm like, oh my god, especially Eva McGurk, she was like, she's 18, turning 18 or something, and she is like a founder of so many businesses.
Wow, she's amazing.
I was just like, oh my god, what was I doing at 18? I was like,
I don't know what was doing 18, I don't know, was in some bar or something like that drinking?
I know, and the other girl, was it Lola Day?
Yes,
she was
she's amazing.
I loved her. I was like, I hope, you know, just go for it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, I mean, those folks' journey is very special, you know, and just make you feel wow.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is like people when they do like career changes, or
yeah,
like they start doing something later in life. I'm like, oh my god, you can do it. I'm like thinking like I'm in one place forever, but you're not. You can do anything you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. Though there's a lot of like a conversion course, you know, when folks at their degree and then maybe they will feel like, oh, maybe I want to consider about a career in tech. You know, they do I think it's a master course also, right?
You definitely
and then there's a lot of people coming from that path also, and then does it really like affect any technical skill? No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you are considering like that, you can always jump into different career paths that you might not consider before, you know. You never know.
I know. I can feel myself smouldering. I'm like, sorry. I know. What do you see yourself doing in 10 years, though? Like, what would be your vision?
Like for my personal life, maybe?
Tell us it all.
For my personal life, definitely, like, me and my husband have our own house, you know, maybe we're a pet. Not gonna think about kids yet. No, it's still too early. Yeah, but for work, for career path, I definitely want to see myself like in 10 years. I will be in a certain position that I can have the better ability to influence more folks. You know what I'm saying, and then to support other engineers in the company or even in the island general tech scene.
I can see you run some sort of like business for this or like organize it. I can see it. You're already doing the most here now, so literally. But
Girl, my agave as feckin' share on pod Crayla.
感谢收听，再见，拜拜。
thanks for watching.